Welcome to another edition of Counselor's Corner. I'm Jeremy Counselor, Dean of Baylor Law School, and today I am joined by second-year law student Marley Rokas. Marley, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing really well.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your path to law school, where you're from, where you went to school, and how you decided to come to law school, and Baylor Law School in particular.
Well, I didn't really solidify that choice till I got to college, but I knew I wanted to do something where I could be a leader. I was always looked at as the person that people came to for guidance. And I was like, how can I make this into a career in high school? And so I was like, maybe I'll be a lawyer. But I'm from San Antonio, and I went to Veterans Memorial High School. It's very new. It was getting built when I was there. And so if I'm probably one of two people who went into the legal profession from that school. And then I was graduating, and it was during COVID time, and I was looking. Basketball was my main priority back then, as well as school, and I got recruited to Sul Ross State University, and so
To play basketball?
To play basketball.
Okay. What position did you play?
Whatever they needed me. I was very much a team player in that regard, and I played everything from a small forward to a post. I'm 5'11", so I'm on the bigger side of female athletes, and every time someone asked me, they're like, "Oh, you must play basketball," and I was like, "Yes, you got it."
Do you play Law League intramural basketball?
I do,
okay.
And that was a journey for me as well. And so after that, I decided that I wanted to pursue law in college, and I had a great faculty and staff to help me through that process. And then I ended up here, which I'm super thankful for.
Yeah. Back to this Law League basketball. Are you like highly recruited to join the teams as a collegiate basketball player?
My first year of law school, not a lot of people knew that I came from a basketball background. And so I was just happy to join any team. This was the first time that I ever got to play a rec sport of the sport that I played. And I found a team, me and my friends, we made a little misfit team, and we just had fun. It was a little bit of a learning curve for a lot of our male colleagues in that league. And first game.
What did they have to learn?
Not to give me 5 feet, and I will shoot it in front of your face. I think my first game.
Like they're playing off of you.
Yeah,
way
I think
off
I had
of
like
you.
15 points out of like 20 points that we scored, and that was
Good for
definitely
you.
that was definitely a learning curve for them. And this year, as the second year, they knew. And they're like, okay, you need to watch out for her. And why is this girl like double teaming me in rec?
Punish them for their arrogance. Punish them for their arrogance. That's great.
Yeah, no, it was fun. And now we're in our volleyball season. And so it's just something fun that we can do that's not school related.
Yeah. It's good to get out there and
see the
sweat.
Sun.
Yeah, see the sun, see people when you're not studying or walking through the halls of law school. Yeah,
it's like I'm not used to seeing these people outside of these four corners.
Exactly. It's a healthy thing to do. So we've had other college athletes on the podcast before, and I'm wondering how your experience or the skills you developed as a college athlete have helped you or maybe hindered you in law school. How does that translate to law school?
Student athletes specifically, I think my biggest advantage from that is my time management. I was used to having to study on a bus, study during our men's game, have my headphones in at full blast and do both and just get stuff done during the little time I had. And so I'm usually one of the first on my friend groups to like have my outlines done, have my flashcards done. And I'm like, because I was go. Anytime you have a spare minute, I was using it. Mm-hmm. And so that's definitely something that benefited me coming from that type of lifestyle.
You have a personal connection, I understand it, through your mom to Baylor University. Am I right about that?
I do. She came here in the 90s, and she was on the women's basketball team.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did she also play? Is she also tall like you?
She was very happy when I finally passed her up because she's like, I'm finally the short one in my family.
Okay.
And so she is tall, but I am just slightly taller.
A little bit taller than her. Okay. And how did your mom feel about you going to Baylor Law School, given that she went to Baylor?
Well, growing up, like I came to the Baylor basketball camps. I got an award from Kim Mulkey for, I think it was like Miss Hustle or something. So Baylor's always been in the family, and I always thought like somehow like I would get here, and then I went to Sul Ross, and I was like, yeah, Baylor's not in my cards. And then when I decided to go to law school and I was like applied to Baylor, I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen, but we'll see. And then I got the acceptance letter, and I was like, oh, like this could be reality. Like I thought that me coming to Baylor was long gone. And then all my family was like, yeah, it was meant to be. And I'm lucky enough to have family in the Waco area, and I get to live with my grandmother. So
You live with your grandmother?
yes, I do.
Oh, I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm one of, I think, like 3 that I know that live with a family member or a grandparent, and it's very much a benefit. I have a backyard, I have some company, and then free rent's always great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do to repay your grandmother's kindness for letting you live with her for free?
I think it's been a good benefit for both of us.
Yeah.
I get to share my life with her, have a deeper connection with her, and she gets to see me way more often. We've also had a lot of weddings in the family, so being able to help her travel places as well. And I'm the official grocery shopper.
So you buy the groceries for you and your grandmother?
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah.
Because she does the online shopping, and so she'll ask for a jar of peanut butter and then get like the 50-gallon thing. So
that is a hard thing about the online shopping is the sizes. I don't always double check the sizes.
Yeah.
I've got a can of green beans the size of a 5-gallon bucket in my pantry. I don't know what I'll ever do with it.
Yeah, we've gotten that many times.
Yeah.
And so on Mondays after class, I head straight there, and that's my like HEB time to go against the crowds.
Yeah. So but you're doing the online shopping, or you're going in?
I'm going in.
You're going in.
I'm very much in-person shopper, and we got she did the online, and so we're like, yeah, we should need to.
You need to send a person into the store, and that's you. Okay.
Yeah, like we have a lot of faith, but our faith has kind of been rocked by some of the stuff we've gotten.
Yeah. I'm wondering if your grandmother, like if you express, stress or this or that or the other thing, if she ever gives you any perspective on things that's helpful.
Oh, definitely. She loves sharing her opinions. And so I tried to, I think my first con law class, like she was talking about something, and then I had to like go through the entire history of our Constitution and the Articles of Confederation. And I was like, man, like only a law student would be doing this to their grandmother right now. But she liked it, and we have really good conversations. So that's definitely something, a unique experience.
I think I'm glad I learned that about you. I love that for you, and I love that for your grandmother. I think that's fantastic. So you serve at the law school as a student ambassador, and my understanding of that role is you take prospective students who are interested in Baylor Law School, and you sort of give them a tour of the facility and you answer their questions. Do I have that about right?
Yes, and we do things like panels, event days.
Yeah. What are the most common questions that prospective students ask?
The common questions are probably all the stuff that you can't read off of a website. Mm-hmm. So how safe do you feel coming in and out of the building? How are your professors? What's your favorite class? What are you looking into for your own legal career?
Why was your answer the civil procedure course that I teach when they ask you what your favorite class was?
Like right now? I'm afraid to answer this question.
No, go ahead and answer it. Obviously it's a loaded question. What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think we're going to need to get another guest on the podcast. I don't know if we can continue now. No, I'm kidding.
So sorry.
What's your approach to answering those questions?
I always will be honest in every question that I have. People don't want you to sugarcoat things. They want to know how it really is. And law school's hard. And so there's also other aspects and factors that go into your education besides just what you get in the classroom. And so I like to emphasize the great things about what you can do with Baylor Opportunities. I'm part of some of the clinics here on campus. I like to showcase different student orgs and then just the people. I feel like that's one of the best aspects of our school is just the people here. And so I like to showcase that because you can't read that off of a website.
Yeah. If a student, maybe you've had this question, what's the best thing about Baylor Law School? What would you say?
Definitely the people. And from professors to the students here, I've been able to amass a very great friend group. And all of our professors, they really care. I came from a very small college where I had 4 people in my class. And so when I got here, I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to have a relationship with these professors? There's like 100 people in my class. And then everybody else got here. They're like, oh my God, there's only 100 people in this class. This is so small. I was like, we've had different experiences. But definitely Baylor has given me opportunities that I just love to showcase because I'm thankful for it.
So if someone is wondering, like, do I belong at Baylor Law School? Because it sounds like that was something you thought about in college. And now you're not only a student here, you're a student ambassador, you interact with prospective students all the time. Do I belong at Baylor Law School? Mm-hmm. What would you say for them to think about?
Yeah, well, that's honestly something that a lot of students ask themselves every day. They're like, is this worth it? And it is. Like, I'm the perfect embodiment of, because people have all these expectations of what you need to go or what you need to be in order to go to law school. And they're like, oh, you need to have all these internships. You need to have all these experiences, these grades, this type of personality. And I'm like, I went to a small school. I had barely any experience coming into law school. I came from a family that's not attorneys. And I was like, if anybody can do it, you can do it because I did it. And I was like, I felt like I was an outlier in that, but everybody has their own journey.
Yeah, there's no sort of cookie cutter for a law student. I mean, we have students who from all different backgrounds and different resumes, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And I think that diversity really contributes to the environment here in a positive way. So what do you think the future holds for you after law school?
I'm very much whatever God's plan is, I'm ready to tackle it. I'm going into my 2L summer, so I'm hoping opportunities will come out of that. But I just want to get into a place that in an atmosphere that supports me, but also that I can help people. I come from a family of public servants, and so I have that same mindset going into it. And as a lawyer, you can offer that to people. So that's just my life goal, is to help.
Yeah. I think that's great, Marley. Okay, we have come to the lightning round.
Oh.
Questions are silly. Your answers have to be short. Candles or no candles?
Candles.
Minimalist or keep everything?
Minimalist.
Early arrival or right on time?
Early arrival.
Hot coffee or iced coffee?
Iced coffee.
Plan everything or go with the flow?
Ooh, God's plan. But try to have a plan A.
Big friend group or a few close friends?
A few close friends.
Rewatch a favorite TV show or movie or try something new?
Try something new.
Okay. Music while getting ready or total silence?
Music while getting ready.
Sweet or savory breakfast?
Ooh, sweet.
Study group or solo?
Solo.
Your alarm goes off in the morning. You get up on the first ring or you hit snooze?
Get up on the first ring.
You're watching a TV show or you need to watch a TV show. Comedy or drama?
Drama.
Study at school, home, or somewhere else?
For studying, I would say home.
Playlist or shuffle?
Shuffle.
Online shopping or in-store?
In-store.
In-store, we heard. Drive or fly?
Drive.
Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
I understand you have a question from San Antonio. It's got to be tacos.
Yes.
I understand you have a question for me.
Yes. Just, you have interviewed some amazing people.
True.
And you always seem to balance what the audience expects, as well as making sure that the person you're interviewing is seen and heard and comfortable. So how do you balance those two interests?
I definitely want the person I'm interviewing to feel comfortable, as comfortable as possible. I don't really know what the audience expects. You saying that is really the first confirmation that I've had an audience. So I don't know. I don't know that I really try to meet audience expectations. My main thing with this podcast, and I'm kidding about the audience. I mean, we do have an audience, and it's been good. I want people who are interested in Baylor Law School to see what Baylor Law School is. And for me, the biggest part of that is our students. That's our focus, And I think I've said this before, but one of the things I love about Baylor Law School is I can go to every person who works for Baylor Law School and I can say, what's the number one thing around here? And all of them would say something like the students. So to get to know Baylor Law School, in my mind, you have to get to know the students. And so I think about prospective law students to get an insight into exactly what you were just saying. They, in their mind, may not think I'm lawyer material, but the more of our students they meet, the more likely it's like, I connect with that person. If they can do it, I can do it too. So they don't sort of self-select out of a legal education because they don't think they fit the mold, and there really isn't a mold. And so that's one thing that I want. And I also hope that some of our alumni who maybe graduated 10 or 20 or 30 years ago can listen to the podcast and identify with our students and say, I remember that was me. I was like Marley. I was like Nico. I was like this other person I heard on the podcast, and really connect that way. One of my favorite moments coming out of this podcast is we hosted dinner for new students and their parents, and it's the week before their son or daughter is going to start, and I go around and I talk to the parents, and a mom of one of the students said, "I really like your podcast."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so I thought, well, that's good because one, we do have something of an audience, and I think at least it's working to some extent to help people get to know. And as far as empathy, I am interested in it. I think it's great you live with your grandmother. I grew up living next door to my grandmother, and so that connects with me, having that ability to hear stories and things that, I just always found really fascinating. So
I'm glad we could connect on that, that point.
I tell you what I worry about. I worry when you graduate and you move out of your grandmother's house. I worry about your grandmother. So, maybe we should get her connected to Baylor Law School. And when you go off to wherever you're going to go, we can make sure she's still got access to law students.
Oh, definitely. A lot of her friends actually come and witness
or
be
they?
Jurors, and so I bet she's gonna.
Yeah, we have a program where we bring in people from the community, and they can serve as witnesses or jurors in our simulated trials, and it's great. It's great for students to get a chance to question real people.
Yes, and they love it.
Yeah.
My grandma's bridge ladies they talk all about it every time that they come back.
Bridge ladies are these ladies who play bridge? Okay.
Yeah, they have like a little group. It's really cute.
Yeah, very good. Marley, thanks. This was great.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.